Well, hello Stampers. How are you today? This is Joanne Perry, and I am here today because I was just getting stuff ready for my virtual stamp club, and I figured since I'm going to be cutting, I may as well do a video at the same time. I won't do all the cutting on the video, but I will at least do the demonstration of the card, one of the two cards that I chose for the club. I can't believe it's already that time of well, yeah, there are 11 months, and this is our 10th month. So we're already to the end. But it seems like it was just yesterday that I did a video from for last month's cards. So anyways, one of the cards that I'm doing is we're going to be using the Poinsettia Petals. I'm going to show you up close. It's in the annual catalog, and it's on page 92. This is a stamp set that's been around for a couple of years now, and it comes with a bundle. Not with a bundle. It comes with a set of dies. The stamp set is $37, and you can't get that without the dies, because I'll show you why in a few minutes. But the dies are on page 165, and it's that one here. So it's $49. This is Canadian, by the way. So unfortunately, it's not a bundle anymore. You have to purchase them separately, so you don't get that 10% saving. But it's still a really nice set to have. And I'm going to show you how easy and quick it is to make a poinsettia with it. I have my Christmas catalog because I wanted to point out the red velvet paper that I'm going to be using. It's on page 41, and it has two sheets 12 by 12 of the red velvet, and it's $8.25. So if you need any of these products, you can let me know. But I'm going to show you how much I have to do for a stamp club. As you can see, I've got all the pieces all pre-cut for each petal, and all these little things, even these. I'm going to be doing that too. So I'm just going to do one of each for the video and show you how to make the card. But yeah, this is just to show you how much I'm doing for the stamp club, because I appreciate everybody who's in the club, and it's hard to find something that everybody has. So that's why I have to find a card that I can do die cutting, because the stamps, I can't do any stamping for them. But yeah, so that's the struggle each month, is just to find the sample that we'll be making. Let's just get these all apart, even right to the center. So I got this all ready, and I'm going to be going at her after. Down. So I'm going to take my die cutting machine. So hold on and move that out of the way. I took out my big one. I just bought this at the dollar store. It's just like a bigger silicone sheet, so it doesn't move as much when I put my die cutting machine on it. The stamp and cut. See, it's not as slippery. Alright, so I'm going to try to do as much with one roll as I can. Just bring this closer. So I already cut like squares that I just measured like from tip to tip to see what size I would need, and I cut 12, because I'm doing one for the demonstration. And then I put the small one here. Try to get it all in one crank, but I might have to do it in two. Yeah, we will have to do it in two because of the this piece here. It's bigger. So just good. This one I'm going to be able to fit two on there. I'm going to put it through after. Whoops. That. Just want to make sure you're not going over the paper. And then this one, we can do both leaves. There's 2 different sizes. Oh, and as you can see, this is two pieces. This comes apart. Because in the stamp set, let me just show you this. In the stamp set, as you can see, there's 3 petals, 3 different sizes. That's not the actual size. It's they had to shrink it because it wouldn't be no room on the case. But as you can see, so each of those, the outline will cut out these stamped image. There's 3, you know, 3 different ones. This one, and that one. And then there's a small one. We don't stamp it. It's just a die for it. That's what it was. So you can stamp it, and then you're just going to die cut around it. But if you don't want to do any stamping, you would use this piece too. And that's just to do like embossing. It's just elevating the it's like the veins of the petals. So you can do it 2 ways. You can stamp them a certain color and then die cut them around it, so you don't have to use your scissors. Or you can just die cut cardstock of any color, make poinsettias of different colors. And I will show you another card that I have made. Yeah, and here there's all kinds of there's the leaves you can cut too, like stamp and then cut with these. The centers, there's this little branch that has a die to cut that too, and there's words. And also this one is a different kind because see, this image here, you could stamp that and just die cut it too. This one is very pretty, and you could even do a couple of layers. Yeah, so if you go on Pinterest and put in Poinsettia Petals, and you can find all kinds of ideas with it. So we're going to use that. This one here is from the what's it called? Scallop Contours dies. It has all of these. I can't remember the name of the stamp set that it coordinates with, but oh, something contour. Colorful contour. Hold on, I might be able to find it quickly. Yeah, color and contour. It's this one. So it has the dies to cut the 2 flowers right there, and then just different labels, like shapes, and they're all scalloped, different kinds of scallops. So let's see if we can fit some more on here. Back to the die cutting. You have to do this 12 times. Okay, not gonna push it. That's it. That's all. Put my plate on the top of it. And you always want to make sure nothing is touching each other, because you don't want to break your dies. Just put that through. So I use the washi tape to hold the 2 dies together. That way you don't have to do it in like 2 steps. Just going to slide that off to get rid of the machine. Actually, we'll do this one as well. So all I want to do here is do a scallop on the bottom here. I don't want to cut this like that. So what I'm going to do is just put it through like this. I'm going to take a little bit of it off. I'm going to put it here, but we're only going to run it through as soon as I hear the first click. I'm not going to run it all the way through. Like that. Back it out. There you go. You have this cute little tag, label, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's all for the cutting. So let's put it away for now. If I need it again, we'll take it out. And let's see. I'll show you now what these petals look like. You see how it's coming out? Just going to expand my screen here so I can see what you're seeing. Yeah, it's pretty clear. So I'm going to pause that. Not pause it, but mute my laptop. There we go. Yeah, so you see all the veins inside of it? That's because I have that piece in the middle. So you just put a piece of washi tape there just to hold them all together. And we got this one. And they come out really good, so it's not going to take forever. Unlike some of our dies, when it's very detailed, you have to use your little take a pick tool. Put this tiny one over here. So just use our take a pick tool and see, it comes out pretty good. That one here. And this one, I used foil. The same one for this. This was just our sheets of foil. And I've got another one here. Sometimes I just go like that and they fall out, but this one is too small. And there you go. So we have all these little gold little holes. I'll sweep the floor after. There. So we're ready to start building our poinsettia. I'm going to use just glue dots for this. And just put on the big one here. Then take this one and whichever way you want to do it, but just put them in the middle of the other petals. Did the same thing here. Go with the third one. Offset it like this. Oh, I should have rolled up my petals first, but let me do that quickly here. It's easier if you do them before you glue them together. So I just use my bone folder and pull it like this. Each petal one at a time. And it's almost done. I think that's it. Yeah. Right there. And then the same for this one. This one I'll just grab it and put it on the center. Pull and stick. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think this is our best poinsettia flower we've ever had. This one here, I'm just going to tuck it in so you see you can put just a snail or a glue dot. I'm going to put a few glue dots. One in the middle. You kind of want it to stick out a bit right there. Okay, then you have your leaves. You could even sponge this if you have the ink and a sponge. You could just do the edges. I'm gonna do it actually on mine this time. We used to sell these, but I still have some. Garden green. Just give a little bit of shade. They were the circles, and you cut them in half, and then in 2 other pieces, so you get 6 in 1. So when they were retiring, I did stock up on them. But now we have the blending brush, so I just still like using my sponges for this kind of stuff. There. Get ink. And there, so it's just a little shady. Now, I'm gonna wait for my leaves because I want to put on a card first and then decide where I'm gonna put these. But kind of like something like this. Oh, and this one's gonna go in the center. Right in the middle of all of this. And then that pearl. These are just our basic jewels pearls. Go with the small one, I'd say, yeah. Oops. Get over here. There we go. I'm just going to cover the center hole. There you go. See? All right. Now the card. Put those away too. So this one here is crumb cake. So whoop, fuzz crumb cake, and that is 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at half there, the 4 1/4. And this is the designer paper, which is called. So what I did is there was all kinds of cards from last year or the year before with retired paper. And so I just changed this card. This was a card that Tammy Beard had put on Pinterest. So I just changed up a little bit with what's current. Because like you know, a lot of things retire every year. And I'll show you that pack of paper. So it's called Painted Christmas, and it's 12 by 12. It's not a specialty one, I don't think. Nope. This is the sheet that we're using. And then on the other side, that's soft sea foam. We have this beautiful, beautiful pine cone in the back. More of these, and leaves, so nice fall cards or scrapbook pages. And more pine cones. I love that it looks like it's on wood on the back. Not too keen on this funky paper here, but you know, birthday cards maybe, I don't know. There's this one, that's another pretty one. Yeah, these little red berries, another funky one. I sure would like to find something on Pinterest made with that side, because I haven't seen anything yet. If you see something, tag me in it. It's when you have two nice design on each side, then that makes it hard. So I cut this at 4 by 4. And I'm just going to center it here. My glue. Just going to leave a little bit all around the top and the sides. That looks a little crooked. There you go. That's why I like using my liquid glue, because it's still repositionable. Oh, and then we got this. So just going to put it down that you see the same amount of space all around. Oh, before we do that, always good to stamp first. That way, if you do a boo-boo, you can flip it over or just cut another one, because it would be weird on that side because of the stitches, but we will just stamp on it first and do our best. Because it's photopolymer, I'm going to take my foam pad and go pretty much to his top. I'm going to flip it that way so I can see better over here. Yeah, that looks straight, I think. And there we go. May magic and wonder bloom this holiday. Okay. That away. This is really a fast card to make, though. Once you get everything cut ahead of time. This way so I can see better. It looks somewhat straight. Okay, now, like I said, I wanted to wait to see where I want to position the leaves. One over here. Over there. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Put there, and this one I'm just gonna add glue all over the bottom. Can even put some on this so it's a little sturdier, and a little lower. Don't want to hide the words. And there you go. Tout fini. Easy peasy, eh? So like I said, just roll up your petals to give it more dimension. But I love it. Love it, love it. So I made another color, and this was a card that Lisa Freeman made. On a video she did a one sheet wonder. So stamped, she did use that stamp. That's what it looks like. The stamps, they have the veins in them. She took like a whole sheet of it, stamped all randomly everywhere, and then stamped this part of the stamp set, this here, and then colored in, like this is the two-step stamping, so you stamp that one on there with the other color. This was from another stamp set, I can't remember what it's called, but I can find out. I didn't have the one she was using, but yeah, you can hardly see all of them, but then there was some strips left and I just glued it inside. I used Wink of Stella on it. This one was Balmy Blue, so see how pretty it is, and you will see some white ones. We even have white velvet paper right now in the holiday catalog. So you could do red velvet or white velvet, in glimmer paper, anything. So it's just 4 little petals. So that is this. So that's going to be this one of the Stamp Club cards for November. Not sure which one I'm going to do for the second one. That is, I am working on it afterwards. But while I have you here, in case some of you missed the pictures, this is a set of cards I made today earlier, and it was with the Arctic, what's it called? Arctic Bear, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Arctic Bears. Goodness. I don't own this one. My friend Diane Stewart has, and she was here Friday night, and she came to my class Saturday. She was here Friday to help me with my class, to finish up the last minute cutting. And so anyways, she was going through, keep going to, because she lives like an hour away from here, and they were going to their son's and girlfriend's house in Halifax. So she said, I'll leave you a few of my stuff that I know you don't have, so you can play with them. I said, yay. This is the Arctic Bears. So this is just, as you can see, we do stuff and we leave it in there for extras. The stamp set and the dies. There's 3 little, 2 little ones. So this one and the big one are just the outline. This one does a little bit of embossing. You can see the little line and the eyes. Then you have the icicles, your iceberg, and this is like the reflection in the water. I don't have my, I did make one before with this, and that's just like snow, for the snowbank. Make a little hills, and the moon or sun. So this is really a nice set, but it is retiring. It's not going to carry over. It's retiring January 3rd. Let me see if I can find it in that Christmas catalog. If anybody missed it, I did a video last week. I went through all of these pages on the video to show you what was retiring, and so a lot of things are on sale. And actually, I didn't know, but I didn't realize this one is on sale. The stamp set is 31, but if you want it in French, it's going to be $23.25, and the dies are going to be $20.50 instead of regular $41. So if you were to order both of them together, it's $43.75. But if you want the English stamp set, you just pay the regular price. So 31 plus 20, 50. So $51.50. It's compared to $64.75. So this is a card I made before when I borrowed that. I did borrow this before. That was the same one. I did make this card. So you see that, like the reflection on the water? It's like the waves or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you on the video because I know pictures don't do justice. But this was the Northern Light technique. So what I did is I shared a video that, I can't remember her name. Is it Susie Wood? I think it was Susie Wood. She shows, so I had a long strip of watercolor paper, and I did all of my lines on it, and then sprinkled the Wink of Stella. And then I die cut the bear on the sheet. And my daughter was here, and I was showing her, I said, oh, look at this, it's so cool. Then she said, why don't you use that for a background and put a white bear on it? And that's what I did. So I cut a piece of this, but instead of the white, I put that there. And then I stamped the bear and die cut him with the dies and popped it up on here. So they're pretty similar, but different. I like both, though. Now I got a little piece to play with. I even try to cut a little, the tiny bear. Isn't that cute? So I just got to do something with the rest of them. So that, I did those today. What else did I do lately? Oh yeah, finished the card. Okay, this is something I want to show you. So when Diane was here Friday night, she said, I brought a frame that I wanted, and a link. She had the link to a video of Lisa Freeman. And Lisa's somebody I met actually on, when I went to Rome. We went around the, oh my goodness, what's it called? What was that cruise? It was at Stampin' Up. Not Alaska. We did do Alaska. Oh, come on. Greek Isles. Greek Isles. Sorry. Yeah, so we were downtown in Rome, and I met Lisa and a few other demonstrators. And we're talking about going on the ship in the morning. And she said, we're taking a van if you want to hop in with us. So that's how I met her. So she was really nice. So now I see her videos too. And that's where I had this poinsettia card. That was her who made it. She's really nice. And this was a frame that she made, and it's using the Peaceful Cabin. The snowman is from it's called Snowman Season, I think. Yeah, no, Snowman. I keep forgetting about that one. Little blank here. I'm pretty sure it starts with snowman. Hold on. I must have not put it back on the shelf. Hold on. Oh, there it is. No wonder. This is it. So it's made with this one. The snowman came from there. Snow Wonder. This one has dies too for it, as you can see. And there's a couple of labels. The trees, and really nice. It doesn't cut the snowflakes, but it makes impression on the cardstock. I need to do something else with that. I do have a few cards, but I never used the snowflake yet. Anyways. So, and besides that, the Peaceful Deer is where we got the little bunny. And the rest is with that paper, the beautiful, peaceful, another blank. This paper here, can't remember it's in the holiday catalog too. It's with the cabin. So she had this bridge card. So this folds to go in your a regular envelope too. Like, I'll show you the back of this card. It's the same size, so it's 4 by 5 1/4 as well. By 5 1/2. Sorry, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you just fold it, you know, put it flat in your envelope, and then when you open it up, it sits like this. Bridge card. I can't remember what's the term of what technique it is. But anyways, I will post that link on my Facebook page. I didn't do that yet. So she wanted to do this, so we got it finished Friday night. She was doing a gift for somebody special, and she wanted one for her, and she said, let's make one together. So I got one, and now I'm thinking of doing a class. I'm wondering if there would be people wanting to come and do this. I would do all the cutting though for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You would just do all the stamping. There's sponging, punching, and die cutting. So the easy part will be done, the cutting, and yeah, then we'll do the fun together. So I'll see. I'm gonna post it and see if there's any interest. If there's a few people who want to do it, we can do it. I just didn't figure like a pricing yet. I have no idea what to charge for something like that. It's been too long. Yeah, I made a couple of those. I made 3 of them because we didn't get a chance to finish the card. So I said, leave me the stuff, and I'll cut them and stamp them. So I made 3. They're really easy to make too, so I can do a demo sometime. One last thing before I let you go is just a reminder for those, I have some people that registered for this class, but the deadline is coming November 30th. This is my Elegance Evergreen class. So you, for $75 if you're local, or $80, I can ship anywhere in Canada. For $80, you're gonna make 2 of each of these cards. And this one was a card that I saw Kim Quaid. This one, I always like to give credit to the people that made them. See, like, I don't know if they created them, but they made it and put on Pinterest. There could be somebody else who designed it, I'm not sure. But I always give credit to the one that I seen. Angie Leach. This was really nice. And this one is Anne Granger. And that was with that elegant punch. It's not part of the class, but I just had it and I wanted to try it. So, in your class fee, in this $75 Canadian, you'll get the Evergreen Elegance stamp set. This beautiful one here. And you're going to get a full pack of Tidings of Christmas. This designer paper. It's 6x6. And you're going to get an evening Evergreen ink pad. If you already have it, you can choose a different color or something the same price. And if you don't have cherry cobbler, because as you can see, I've used cherry cobbler on my cards, but I use both, but cherry cobbler was a color that a lot of my customers already have, because when that came out, everybody wanted it. But if you have real red or any burgundy color, it would go good with it. So that's why I didn't want to put it in the, I didn't want to add the fee, like make it even more expensive, because that would be another $10.50, I think. This ink pad is $10.50. So I wanted just to at least put the evening evergreen, because I know that's a new color that not a lot of people have already. So you get all this, and you're gonna get a kit with all the supplies that you see, and embossing. All of this will be all done, die cut for you, and you'll get the ribbon in it. So you'll end up with 6 cards. All right, and like I said, the deadline is November 30th. And you can send me an email at stampin'jo@gmail.com to tell me you want to participate in that. What I'm gonna do is, it's a class to go. So everybody's gonna get this, all these supplies. So you'll need your regular stuff, your clear blocks, scissors to trim the ribbon. I'm not sure what else you would need. You have pretty much everything's gonna be pre-cut for you. I'm even gonna be using my own DSP in there. It's gonna be cut for you. It's just you'll have this to do a lot more stuff with it. All right, I think that's it. So if you're interested in that class, send me a message ASAP. And these are other cards that I made with that paper. All on Pinterest. I just love this embossing folder. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see it from here. It's not a full size one, so it's okay for when you do little strips like that. And that's gold emboss, gold heat embossing. Yeah. All right. I think I've got everything covered. So if you're not on my Stampin'Jo Facebook page yet, please go there to click on like so that you get notifications. That way, every time I do post a class, you will see it. Because I get a lot of people say, oh, I didn't know you were having that class. Well, if they're not getting my newsletters, that means they didn't subscribe to it. And I do all my announcements on Facebook, and I just do my newsletters once a month usually, unless there's little specials in between, then I send that. But make sure you're on there and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because if I do Facebook Lives, I also transfer it to YouTube so you can see videos like this. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. The next one will probably be the second club card. It will be here. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.